Hey Instagram, hey Facebook, super excited to cook with you tonight. So it's finally cool enough in Los Angeles that I can use my oven and not want to kill myself after. So that means I'm finally making the chickpea beet burgers. So there's two beet burger recipes from Meal Mentor. There's the bistro beet burgers and the chickpea beet burgers that I'm making tonight. And both of these are like massively popular. In fact, I think we're going to have a throwdown with the members to see which of the two recipes is the most popular. But anyway, so one of the two I'm going to demo for you tonight. It's the chickpea beet burgers. It's on the current meal plan, which is the 10-25 meal plan if you're watching this later. It's really easy. There's like 7 ingredients. Hi, Quaid. 7 ingredients, really fast. I'm also going to show you 2 tips that I have one's for how I make my burgers so that they don't fall apart and crumble, because I know it's a big problem for a lot of folks. And I'm also going to show you my secret for how I make instant oats from rolled oats. And so actually, let's do that first. So, I have my big food processor out tonight. So I don't keep instant oats on hand anymore. I just keep rolled oats. And the reason for that is because once I put my rolled oats into my food processor, I can pulse them a few times and then voila, instant oats. So it's a really easy thing, and then you don't have to buy 2. But if you like instant oats at home and you want to have both, you can. For me, my pantry's teeny. This works a little bit better. So let's make some instant oats. And this would work in a blender too, so you could do it that way as well. Almost, not yet. And so if you look, it looks just like instant oats now. So can you see Instagram? So really, it's an easy little hack for saving money and space and time. So I think I'm actually going to end up needing more oats than that, so let me make a little bit more real quick. If you're just tuning in, I'm making the chickpea beet burgers from the current meal plan, which is the 10-25 meal plan, and I am showing you how you can make instant oats out of rolled oats just by putting them in your blender or food processor. Really easy. You know what, I'm going to make a little bit more. Why not? It's better to have more than none. The bugs will eat it. Alright, that should be enough. Okay, so there's tip number 1 for you guys. I'm just putting these all aside. So now I'm going to actually just get into the business of making my burgers. So the burgers called for beets that were already roasted, and I cheated because you guys know me, I'm lazy, and I bought the pre-roasted ones at Trader Joe's. If you guys don't have a Trader Joe's, no big deal. They have these roasted beets at every supermarket I've been to. A really common brand is called Love Beets. I've seen them at Whole Foods, I've seen them at Kroger, Safeway. Yeah, you name it, I've seen them, so they're available to you. But if you have regular beets and you want to roast them, you can do that too. So I'm just lazy as, you know me, I'm lazy. So here are all my beets. I drained them. They were pretty small. They were on the smaller side, so I'm just using all of them because they're so small. So those are going in. All right, let's see. What else do I need? Beets. Combined roasted. Oh, so the recipe calls for chickpeas, but as a lot of you guys know, my husband can't have them, so I'm just substituting in some leftover white beans I have from the weekend. So I'm doing that instead of my chickpeas tonight, and I think it'll be fine. I think it might even make them a little softer. So a little bit of onion, and you guys know I don't ever measure, and I often am very heavy-handed. So and the garlic, you know how I'm going to go with that. Lots of garlic. Love my garlic. I ran out of smoked paprika, which I prefer. It's much better to use smoked paprika, because I don't have it. I'm just going to use a little bit of regular paprika. Not a big deal, but the smoked would be a little extra something. Nutritional yeast. This I am going to measure, because too much of this can be a little strong. Oh, it smells so good. I love nutritional yeast. Okay. All right, let me just measure this real quick. Oh, I think I'm going to finish off my bag. Oh, nope, still got a little bit left. Maybe next time. Got to put that on the shopping list. All right, come on back. And that's it. Okay, good. Now we're just going to blend again. See, like this is so easy. It's just now I'm blending again. The worst part is the waiting. I always like to stop and give it a chance to like catch up with itself. There we go. You can see, I don't know how well you guys can see, it's turning pink now. All right, same, I'm just gonna help it out a little bit here. My food processor is on the older side, so it can take a while to get it to blend everything. There we're going. See how pretty it is? It's really pink. It's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I don't know how well you guys can see it. It's really getting to be pink now. All right, so now that, oh my gosh, look at how gorgeous. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Look, it's so gorgeous. Look, gorgeous. It's the prettiest pink color. All right, so now that that's all in, I'm just going to, oh, come back on. I should have taken that off. I'm going to just check to make sure there aren't any like big beet pieces lingering around somewhere in there, and there isn't. So now I got to add my oats, and then after that, all I have to do is make the burgers and bake them. It's that easy. So I need, what is it, half a cup? Half a cup's 8 tablespoons, so instead of dirtying another cup, I'll just count. Well, just a little bit left, and that might end up in there anyway, just so I don't waste it. So let's see. What else do I have to do? Just blend this right? Yep. It's looking good. So I'm going to move this into a mixing bowl so I can use my hands. Here is my mixing bowl. So first tip for really awesome burgers. If you can refrigerate your sort of burger dough for 15 or 30 minutes, it makes a huge difference. I'm a huge fan of letting it kind of be refrigerated. Then it's cold to the touch, but you know, that's okay. Another option is I like to do is I'll actually use a measuring cup and then just like dump the measuring cup, like pack it in a measuring cup, put it on the baking sheet, and then flatten it with my palm. That works really good. But my favorite method is actually to just use my hands, because I know there's a certain level of like texture that you can really manipulate, and then it really will hold together. So like I said, I'm going to just go ahead and add the rest of my oats. And just for good measure, I'm going to add a few more oats. So the idea is to get a mixture that kind of holds together on its own. And so I'm just going to do a little bit here. I added a lot more beets to this, so mine, I needed to add a little bit more oats. So kind of, woo, you can see it's, oh, I guess Facebook you can't really see. Let me slide it around. Come on, move out of the way. So it's, you know, nice and kind of, I don't know, thick. Like a really thick hummus maybe would be the best way I can describe it. So good. Oh yeah, yummy. Okay, move us out of the way. So I'm just going to pick off portions, and I like to make a big burger, and I really just sort of like pack it really tight together. And if you're worried about it sticking to your hands like mine is, just wet your hands first. And so I just kind of like play with it like a ball almost. And then let me drop that off here onto my baking sheet, and I'll just keep repeating that until I get all of my burgers. And so you can make 4 huge burgers like what I'm doing, or you can make 8 smaller ones, but we like a nice big burger in our house. So, you know, like I said, just keep working it until it's nice and tight. Maybe, I think I made too big of a burger that time. So burger. Yeah, I'm going to steal some back. That was a little, I really went crazy with the big burger there. Oh no, come back, Facebook. Okay. The last of my batter. I guess it's not really batter. It's more like, I don't know. Batter works for me. So good. So now I'm just using my fingers. Instagram, you can't see. But now I'm just using my fingers to make it look like a nice, flat, round shaped patty. Make sure they're all about equal thickness. And hopefully I don't leave too many finger marks here. Now that that's done, I'm going to go wash my hands because this is a little bit much. Alrighty, so here are my beautiful patties. Beautiful patties. I'm just going to stick them in and bake them. And while that's baking, so I'm done. I just have to bake them now. So Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Awesome. So while that's done, what I usually do is I'll prep my dinner for tomorrow or fold my laundry, as you guys always hear me because I never ends. I'm not angry about that. But I also will clean up after myself, which is what I'm going to do now. And then there's a really beautiful creamy lemon dressing that goes with these burgers, and so I'm going to make that too. And I'll do that for you guys in a second. But for now, I'll just clean up and you guys can kind of hang out while I do that. So really easy, just kind of makes it a little bit faster. You know, just rinsing stuff out, cleaning up after myself a little bit. Getting things out of the way. That way, when it's dinner time, I don't have my mess everywhere. So, move you out of the way. Let's see what else. These two can go. All right, now I can make my dressing. Okay, so this recipe uses either vegan yogurt or mayonnaise, but I actually made my tofu mayo yesterday. I was having guests over and I knew we were going to want mayonnaise on our sandwiches, so I made some of that yesterday and I have it left over. If you need to see it, it takes 1 minute. There's a video on YouTube. It's super fast. The recipe's on my blog, Happy Herbivore, so I'm just going to use that. Like I said, I already had it made, so let me get that out. And this stuff is great. I love it. I put it on so many things. It's so fast and so easy. All right, so I have the mayonnaise and then lemon. My lemon's really hard. It's kind of old, but I'm hoping it will still work. I'm actually going to zest my lemon because I really love lemon flavoring. So I'm going to add a little extra lemon here by zesting it. So yummy. I'm also going to add another little secret ingredient, which won't really be surprising if you guys know how much I love this particular edition. But yeah, so I'm just zesting this a little bit. You don't have to do this. This is just a little extra that I'm adding in tonight because I feel like having a really lemony, sort of light sauce for my beet burger. We'll start with that. Alrighty. And after I'm finished zesting it here, this is such an old lemon. This lemon is so old, it's so hard. But that's okay because it's still getting used. Yeah. I'm going to get a workout from this. Alright. Oh, I missed. Alright, so see, just a little bit of lemon zest. A little bit. No big deal. Just a little bit. Okay, so it's like half the lemon, but whatever. Alright, I'm just going to cut this here. And add my fresh lemon juice. You guys know how much I love this thing, so I'm going to use that. There we go. Yay! So the other thing I'm going to add to this, of course, I'm going to add garlic because I can't help myself. But I'm also going to add some Dijon mustard because I love Dijon. You guys know how much I love mustard, but I just really want to add some Dijon tonight. Nothing fancy, just plain old store-bought, organic, generic, whatever. So, and this is just my taste. I really like Dijon. So, you know, I'm always adding it. I'll probably still put Dijon on my burger, so I don't know why. I try to pretend to be modest about it. So here we are. And there's my beautiful sauce. You guys can't smell it, but it smells so good. I'm gonna taste that. Yummy. It's gonna be perfect. All right. Oh, I see my husband gave me a thumbs up. Well, I guess you know what we're having for dinner tonight, babe. Anyway, I will post a picture of the burgers when they're all done out of the oven. We're gonna be hanging out. Alexa, how much on the timer?
You have one timer, a 15-minute timer with about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, 10 minutes left. That's a bit, but I will post a picture for you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me so much. Someone asked who washes the dishes. My dishwasher washes the dishes. About 2 places ago that we lived, I was like, I can't live anywhere there's not a dishwasher unless a gnome's going to come live with us. And so my husband made that happen for me. Anyway, thanks for hanging with me. This is the Chickpea-beet burgers from the 10/25 meal plan. And they're delicious and amazing and awesome and fun. And you saw how easy they were to make, so go make them. Download your meal plan today. Get cooking. Have a good week. It's Monday, Meatless Monday. Chickpea burgers seem like perfect, right? Perfect? I don't know. Whatever. You guys are the best. I love you. Thanks so much. Have a good night.